Governor Holcomb signs Indiana's name and pronouns law. An Indianapolis man enters the mini marathon nearly a year after a heart transplant. Really inspiring story. And we are on the verge of a Friday, ladies. How great is this?
It's great. Oh, and everyone was happy today.
Oh, it was.
Sunshine.
And Felicia's been laughing and smiling all day.
Oh, well, now all I know is I just need to give her sunshine and she'll be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
It's that
seriously,
easy.
I do feel different, but seriously, it is, I think, a mood change with
for sure.
everyone
Right.
with this warmer weather.
We are tired of the
We
cold.
deserve.
We are ready for some May weather, and you're ready to deliver
Yeah.
more, right?
Dave did good news today out in
Yeah, it
Speedway,
was
and
nice.
just about everyone's comment was, well, I'm happy it's sunny. Like the last few days have not been. We do get some more sunshine tomorrow, a few clouds tomorrow afternoon, and low 70s. Won't be nearly as cold out the door tomorrow morning, close to 50. We'll near 70 by lunchtime and spend the afternoon in the low 70s. Future Track 13, if you've been with us this week, we've been monitoring a weather system that we thought would bring us a little bit of rain late Friday. Future Track 13 is dry Friday afternoon, Friday night. It'll be late Friday night, early Saturday morning that we might get a couple of spotty showers, but even if we get a few, they're going to be few and far between and very, very light, so shouldn't have an impact on the mini marathon unless you are volunteering or standing still or cheering on somebody. I would take the jacket because it is going to be kind of cool and kind of cloudy, perfect for runners. Temperatures in the range of 50 to start, 57-ish to finish. We don't get to 60 degrees until about 10 a.m. So again, if you're standing still, it's jacket weather. If you're running, I think you're going to be pretty happy with the conditions, except maybe the last few miles. We still think there's going to be a bit of an east-southeast wind that could start to get a little gusty. So you're going to have a bit of a headwind as you come back from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Look at that.
And then, of course, we get some sunshine Saturday afternoon, and Saturday night is Rev out of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Felicia, you're involved in that again this
Weather
year,
looks
aren't
pretty
you?
good.
I
You've got a
am.
long day Saturday.
It's a very long day. I am prepping, but I'll be hosting the red carpet along with Laura Steele.
That's so much fun.
We'll be able to talk to like a lot of the drivers
Yep.
and be able to talk to a lot of the people behind IMS, and of course Rev, all of a part of raising money for the IU Foundation.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Is there some good fashion there? I mean, you did it last year.
Yes,
Yes.
there is some good fashion. I will say with Rev, I didn't know what to expect, but when you go there, you'll see some of everything.
Oh, yeah.
So you can dress up, you can dress down. I've seen gym shoes, I saw bow ties. Like, whatever you have in your heart, you go for it.
What color are you wearing?
I'm on the fence, Angela. I am on the fence. I don't know.
Do you have a couple in mind?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to tell you?
No, it can be a surprise. People follow her on
Right.
social media.
Right.
She'll fill us in on Saturday night. We'll
Yeah.
be surprised.
Give us your suggestions of what color Felicia ought to wear to Rev on
Red.
Saturday night as we say hello to Ralph from Alabama tonight. Janice is watching. Teresa saying evening friends. Joyce saying good evening from Versailles. Kim says looking forward to this warm weather. I am so ready. And Renita says today was so
It
beautiful.
was so nice.
Look who came in today. Friend of the show, Rachel Krause. We have not had our friend Rachel
It's been a
Krause
while.
on this show for a long time.
Yeah.
Many moons.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm really glad you're back because you're following this big story out of the State House. The governor signing 90 bills into law today, and one that you're going to be focusing on at 11.
Yeah, and so what I'm going to be talking about at 11 is one we've heard a lot about over the past few months, and that is HB 1608. And that has two big impacts for every single student school in the state of Indiana. So what that will effectively do is it will require two things. One, it will prevent human sexuality from being taught in pre-K through third grade, which really won't be much of a change at all for most schools. But one other change that has been getting a lot of pushback for the past few months is there's a new provision that would require schools notify parents and guardians if a student requests a pronoun change or a name change. Now, a lot of advocates of LGBTQ youth are saying that effectively outs a student to their parents. And that's a big concern because 1 in 4 youth who do come out to their parents are kicked out. and 20% of all homeless youth are LGBTQ. They're saying this could have a very real impact on a population who is already very bullied, very attacked,
vulnerable,
and is often very prone to suicidal ideations. They're saying this is really going to exacerbate a lot of those problems, make it worse, and make it harder for them to find support, and effectively make schools not so much of a safe space. But this has been a very large victory for a GOP supermajority who has been pushing a slate of similar anti-LGBTQ bills here in Indiana over the past session. And Governor Holcomb, when he signed the bill earlier today, said that this is an absolute victory when it comes to putting parents first, when it comes to sensitive issues with their kids, and stressing that he does not want human sexuality taught to such young children. So all more of a deep dive coming up on that tonight at 11.
Okay, that's an important story. We're going to get into that. Be sure to put your comments in the comment section if you do have a comment about this bill that goes into effect here in the state of Indiana. And Rachel will be joining us tonight at 11. Rachel, thanks so much. We know you're still working on it,
I am.
so we're going to let you go. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to talk about the mini marathon because, ladies, we've got so many inspirational stories. We brought one to you last night, and Anne Marie brought this beautiful story. This man who is going to run on Saturday. And this is a guy who just underwent a heart transplant within the last year, and he's going to run 13.1 miles on Saturday. Check out Ann's story.
The goal was set in place a year ago, and it's been in my mind, and that's been like a driving factor just pushing me.
These days, pace isn't important, but participation is.
So I started running when I was in 7th grade in middle school.
David Wilkerson ran in college. He coached cross country at Warren Central High School, and he encouraged his son and daughter along the way, too. But 6 years ago, David's heart started to fail. His running days stopped.
I missed it tremendously.
Doctors diagnosed David with a rare form of muscular dystrophy that impacts his heart's electrical system. David got a pacemaker, and at 41, it shocked him multiple times. His body crashed. Machines kept David alive for days.
When I woke up, they said, you're at the point now where we can't do any more ablations. There's nothing we can do to fix your heart. The next step is for you to get a heart transplant. So when you hear that news when you're waking up, you're just like, first of all, am I dreaming? Is this real?
His grave condition and common blood type helped David match with a donor quickly.
I got listed on a Monday and found out Thursday morning that they had found a heart for me and got a heart the next day. When I woke up after the surgery, I was like, I could instantly feel blood pumping through my body like I had never felt before. So I had no idea how bad my old heart was. That was my wake-up call. I was like, okay, you made it through it. Now it's your time now. You have to start taking advantage of the second chance and doing what's right.
And that started with working hard in rehab.
You have to build your body up. I mean, I lost 30 pounds in the hospital. So I had to get a lot of strength back. And when you take those first few laps, it was tough.
When David graduated, he had a goal, run a 5K. His IU Health rehab team joined him on a blustery November day. And he's steadily added miles ever since.
I feel like I've been given this awesome second chance. I'm going to take advantage of it, even if it's hard. And some days are hard, but you just got to push.
Now, back in the day, David would finish the mini in less than 2 hours. But now, it's not about speed. It's about gratitude for the time and ability to compete.
Gosh, I love that story. So
I know.
neat.
So neat, such a strong human, and the fact that he is corresponding with the donor, I think is great as well.
Right.
And,
You know what's interesting about this too is just when you think back how long marathons have been around. I mean, I can't give you an exact year, but it's just something so human about this experience and doing it together.
Yes.
And so, I mean, we run. That's what we
Right.
do as humans.
Well, and
not
it's-
these humans. Not these. not
three non-runners.
Yeah,
We walk.
not these humans.
We got our
We can
steps
walk.
by walking, and certainly there are going to be walkers out there at the
Sure.
at the mini marathon on Saturday. But what I love about this event, you've got 20,000 people out there on Saturday, and everybody has a different reason why they run. Some are just trying to keep fit. Others have done it forever. Others run for loved ones who've died. Others run like this guy that, has come off of this amazing health crisis and proving to himself and the world, look at me.
You can do it.
Just love it.
That's amazing.
So we can't wait to bring you live coverage beginning at 6 a.m. on Saturday. We'll be with you until 10 a.m. on Saturday. So we'll be down there. And what will the weather be like on Saturday?
50s for the runners and the mini. Will be mid 60s by midday, and then a high eventually in the low 70s.
All right.
Might have a couple spotty showers right before or right at sunrise. It doesn't look like much.
Okay.
So,
Okay, hopefully it just misses us.
yeah, at this point, it looks like it's going to.
And have you decided yet on what you're wearing for Rev?
I put her on the spot. She doesn't want to tell. It's
I got
Come
two
on.
options. I got two options. I'll share with you in a commercial break.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to get that.
No,
Gotta follow her
no.
on Facebook or Instagram and all
Keep the
that good
people
stuff.
tuned in. I got to keep you on your toes.
There you go. All right, so we're going to have more of your weekend forecast coming up, plus the day's news, including the story that Rachel mentioned when we see you tonight in about 50 minutes over on Channel 13. We'll see you then. Good night.